Last time on doomscrolling, I'm taking on a hobby each week to tackle my hobby of doomscrolling. And then your brain will melt, it'll leak from your ears like slugs. So for week 1, it's sketching. As for day 1, I don't really remember it, honestly. Just wanting to get it done, to do it, take over. And I'm disappointed in myself for letting that happen. I actually felt myself seeing some strengths and some weaknesses in my sketching. I really enjoyed focusing on the beaks of the birds and the faces of the birds. So I just really decided to stick with the head, with the beak, because like the others, I kind of just rushed through it. But for me, I enjoy going quickly to see the end result. And then I look at it and I think, this is what I could do better. I went quickly and I rushed through it and I enjoyed it for 5, 6, and 7. I did them all in one day. If that's cheating, call me a cheater. That's fine. I really focused on what I enjoyed. And that was just really their faces and their beaks. Because once I was done with the first sketch, I was eager to go into the second sketch. Once I was done with that sketch, I was even more excited to do the last sketch. So if you guessed, this week's actually photography. Another hobby that I really enjoyed, and then I kind of just like, it died with my soul. Yeah, so I decided, let's make it week 2. I'm also working from home this week, so I decided, I did the harder stuff first, and photography was going to be the hardest one. And I didn't want it to be dark when I did this, so doing it for my work from home day was literally kind of like the only option I had. Just like back up. The lighting was kind of weird. Working my full-time job, taking advantage of that. I have the weekends off, so I went birding for day 1. I didn't really have a lot of success. There were some geese. That was pretty great. I mean, if you like geese. If you like geese. Some ducks. Literally no luck with ducks. I've only ever fucking seen mallards. And I'll fight mallards. No, I won't. I just want to see other ducks. And I'm really glad that I decided to go outside for day 1 for photography, because I kind of really got my juices going. And I did take some other pictures that I didn't like, so I think I really only got like the good one of the goose. So going out for day 1 really set me up for a good foundation for the rest of the week. The next 3 days, I really focused on my 3 best subjects, or worst subjects, depending on how you look at it. My cats. I lost my soul cat 3 years ago when I turned 30. And now we have these 3 cats. And I decided, let's make them my subjects, because I realized I didn't have a lot of pictures of our 2 youngest ones, and I want more to remember them by. And so I focused on them. Day 2 was our youngest. I don't actually know if she's the youngest, because her and then her brother, I don't know who was actually born first, but she's the youngest and the most spoiled. She was the first subject. To be honest, she actually made it very easy, because she's very, very desperate for attention. So I was going in between giving her attention and taking these photos. And honestly, like day 1, I was having so much fun. I didn't want to stop. I did have to, though. I had to go back to work. And then for day 2, I kind of set up a trap for our eldest, because I know that he loves this chair, but he sometimes has little hairballs. So I put stuff on it so he can't sit there. So I put stuff on it so he can't sit there. So I removed the bag that was currently sitting there, and it really didn't take long for him to get in the chair and then kind of just sit there and wait for me to have my time so that I could actually do the shoot. And then if you're thinking, did this backfire at all? Yeah, it did. He had his face tucked in. So I had to like pet him to urge him to lift his head sometimes. But I did get really good ones that I at least think that were really good. And I think that, but I at least got really good ones, and I really think that it helped. And then the one that I got that I think is the best one is the one where he was looking up at my husband. And this cat is my husband's cat. And when we got him, he was a little kitten. He was a little fluffy poofball. Oh, I had one. I took a picture of him looking up at my husband, and you could see like his very long whiskers. And then I got one that was the same. And I'm very excited for that one. So day 4 is Dustin. He is the middle child. Don't actually know if he's the middle child, Definitely acts like the middle child. He's a mama's boy. Probably the hardest one to get out of all of them. A lot of up and down stairs. Hold up. If you're asking Dustin of Stranger Things, you will be correct. All of my cats have been named after characters within TV shows that we were obsessed with at the time. Had 2 cats. Tennyson was my soul cat. Name is Benjamin Tennyson from the cartoon Ben 10 off Cartoon Network. No regrets. Gwen is Gwendolyn Tennyson off of Ben 10. Castiel, off of Supernatural. And then Dustin, Stranger Things. We call him Dusty. We never call them by their full names unless they're in trouble, so he's in trouble a lot. He backs asses, just like the character. Crazy. And a lot of it is when he is getting in trouble. It's just Dustin, and then he meows back and gives me attitude. Crazy. But all in all, with his photos, I think they actually turned out very well. I enjoyed it. It was a great time. This whole week so far. I'm currently filming this on the last day, but this whole week, super fun. I'm really falling back in love with using the camera, and I don't want to put it down. So kind of like on the last day with sketching, how I was doing 3 of them at a time very quickly, but doing the 3 really made me want to do it more. So, and then with picking up the camera on day 1, I just wanted to keep having the camera in my hand. So I kind of had to put it down though, because I was currently working. Today, we have some plans to go out. We don't know where yet for the last day, so I'm excited to see where it kind of takes us. Day 5, we went out to a metro park. This day actually kind of really challenged me because I have never taken like scenery photos. I only use the 50 millimeter. I think that's what it's called. Pop it up. And I did really enjoy it because I think the photos with this lens turn out very, very well. It's what I used the whole week. I did find it complicated because it is zoomed in a little closer. So I was kind of fighting with where I was to see what I could get. And I don't actually know if I got anything good with this. But I enjoyed being outside. It is cold. Very, very cold. But I very much enjoy being outside taking photos. So, and day 5 was the most challenging for me to try to do like either scenery or literally any kind of composition I saw that was nice. It really challenged me because I'm still a beginner at this, even if I've done weddings, I've done maternity photos, but those are kind of just like, I don't know, I feel like those are kind of set. I was actually trying to be creative when going out on this hike and seeing what I could do. And I wanted to do more, but it was kind of challenging for me to do it. And I'm glad that I did it. Plus, it's a challenge of its own because I didn't know what to do also with this day. The previous days with the cats, I set them aside. I gave them a lecture. I said, you do this, or we're going to give you away. No. I knew what I wanted to shoot those days. But day 5 and 6, especially 6, since I was in the home, I was working, so I had to be in the home. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I kind of just walked around. I chased down my cats again. I think I just took photos of them. But I just kind of walked around and I was looking to see, like, what could I do? What could I photograph this time? And I think that I just cheated. I feel like it was just a cheat, but I just did the cats again. And I think that's okay, because I was practiced with what you have. And I have cats, so I'll practice with cats. Practice with cats. Yeah. Today is the last day, and I'm kind of nervous to see what I can do. Okay, so we are here at Glacier Ridge for day 7 for my doomscrolling challenge, the last day for photography. We are here to go birding. My other purposes for some of the other hikes that we went on weren't really for birding, but this time we're actually here for birding. Hopefully it goes well. We didn't really hear anything when we showed up. I'm kind of excited. I'm always excited to go birding. I really like birding. It's kind of why I started doing it. My husband's out there looking at the birds to see if he can find anything. Oh! Hawk! 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 You know what? All right, exciting. Something already pretty nice just happened. I've been really enjoying the photography challenge. This one has gone faster than the drawing one has. So I'm kind of sad that it's ending. And I mean, I'm not going to stop doing photography, but like this part 2 of the challenge is ending. And that goes into part 3, which you have to wait for that video to see what I'm doing next. If you have any guesses, drop them down below if anybody wants to try to guess. But I'm gonna go I'm just wearing my regular shirt. I'm gonna put my coat on and I'm gonna go see what we could see. We literally didn't see anything, so now we're gonna go to a small park that we've seen lots of little birds at. Hopefully, since there's a little lake there, we'll see something. Remember when I was so excited because I saw that hawk? Hawk, hawk, hawk. Okay, well, it flew away. Didn't see it. But when we were leaving, we saw not one, but 2 hawks. We didn't stop for the second one. We did stop for the first one. So that was exciting. But now we're at the new place. Maybe we'll see something. Okay. Oh. Okay. Wait. I forgot to film the end of week 2, photography edition. I just kind of went to the second place. We did the second place, and then, like, that was kind of it. So let's see if I could just raw dog how I felt for this week at the end. Okay, so like week 1, I thought week 2 was actually pretty productive. I really enjoyed practicing something that I like a lot. So the only thing about week 2 was I really feel like I could have given myself more time to edit because I just am not that good at it. So I was just learning, like, kind of on the fly to edit these photos. But otherwise, I really enjoyed it. I thought it really kind of, I thought that okay, yeah, I'll calm down. I felt a spark reignite for my passion for photography. I felt that spark reignite for my passion for photography, so I'm really glad that I decided to do photography for week 2. I gave myself a lot of time for that because I was working from home, and looking back on it, every day had its ups and downs. I doubted myself every day. I think that comes with it when you're practicing again, or you're doing something new. You're starting again, or you're doing something new. That just kind of comes with it. The self-doubt. You're like, oh, I'm not good at this. Why am I even doing this? Well, I'm doing it because I like it. I'm doing it because it makes me feel good. And that's why I'm doing it. And I'm just going to try to keep that in mind as I head into my next 2 weeks. And I hope to see you there. Bye.